How was your anxiety? I guess just watching it, not knowing, again, like you have no idea where you're at. I mean, you can judge sometimes with the people
Oh,
in
in
front
the
of you.
race?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
it's just constant. Did you ever have downtime?
You know, like even like on the show, it's a 12-hour, 24-hour pit stop or things like that. But what people don't realize is that you have to do your interviews. You have to be there an hour or two early. And the biggest thing that I didn't watch Amazing Race. I didn't watch Big Brother at all. I didn't know what Big Brother was.
You haven't seen your season? Oh,
No,
before.
I still didn't watch my season.
Okay.
But I did watch Amazing Race because it was on after we shot it. So I did watch that.
The whole season, even after you?
No,
Okay.
I'm still bitter about this. So you don't understand. It's a sensitive subject.
I'm sorry.
Because I can feel whatever I do, I want to go in and
Right.
feel like I could win, you know. But I just feel like I could have done a lot better, you know, if not won the show. But I wouldn't even have been on the show if it wasn't for Jordan. So
Yeah.
there's, you know, you can't like apples and oranges.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Are you bitter about Big Brother?
No, I'm not bitter about Big Brother because I thought I did everything that I could have done,
Right.
and I put it on myself to that one last veto competition. I'm sure you don't remember, but I still remember. If I would have won that, I'd feel like I would have won that show too.
Yeah.
But I put it on myself on that one, so that's okay. And this one, I didn't every direction so I'm like, I wanted to be the leader. I wanted to take charge. If it was left, if I go, let's go left, it was right. Like hands down, it was comical. Whichever direction I picked, it was the wrong way. So it's like.
Did Jordan ever try to pick? Did you guys argue about that? She'd say
Yeah,
left,
sometimes.
you'd say right, and she's
Yeah,
correct?
sometimes. And then it found like one late. What did I do? I made a lot of dumb moves on that show. One really stuck out though, and she wanted to do something else. There was a couple, especially like with the challenges, you know. So and I thought it was maybe more chalked up to like, here, I want to pick A, and she's like, well, I want to pick B, just because that's the way things were going. I'm like, are you just trying to be difficult now, or do you think that's a better choice? You know, so I think it was a little of both. We just weren't in the right mindset for that show. We didn't know what was going on, and then like you said, you don't know where you're at.
Right.
And then Jordan, like we were actually at one point, I'm like, listen, be positive, you gotta stay positive, you don't know where you're at. And she's like, it's over, we lost, it's over, let's go home, let's pack let's pack our bags. I'm like, how do you know? And I just keep going and she all day trying to be motivational, and then we get to one point and we're like in third place. So she's like, oh, we're in third. I'm like, you were just crying all day. Can't you keep like, doesn't that show you something? I'm like,
Right.
You can't get down on yourself. Like we'd sit in the hotel. You can't get down on yourself. Okay. And then right away we'd leave the next morning and start. We're like, all right, let's go. No matter what, we're gonna be positive. Let's go left. I think it's this way. It's over. Like 2 seconds in. I'm like, great attitude.
Do you think her attitude has changed from that experience?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, again, with all the cameras in your face all the time, it's really tough. It's really tough just experience in general.
Right.
But I think she's definitely found out who I was a lot more, and I found out who she was. So I think we both, you know, moved towards that middle where we need to be.
That's good. What's your biggest regret? What's your biggest regret?
With what, in life in general?
Oh, we can go there. I mean, where do you want to go with this?
No, I don't know.
From Amazing Race.
Oh, man, I have so many. One, just I wish we would have communicated better. Yeah, there were so many. I made so many bad decisions on that show. It was ridiculous.
Had you watched Amazing Race before?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I knew what Amazing Race was, and I
Right.
saw an episode or two, you know, and that was it. Like I mean, there's not too much to it,
Yeah.
you know. But other than just working with your partner, I really would have stressed that more if I knew, like, listen, we have to work together and kind of get this. But I mean, it's hard, you know. You're put under the gun, and you're constantly under pressure, and you're running, and you're fighting with each other, and you don't know where you're at.
Right.
It's like. So that's the hardest part. I mean, it's weird with all these things going on. I can barely like almost remember Amazing Race. It's like trying to see what country.
You've gotten around since then.
Yeah. Well, what's good is I made it halfway around the world with Amazing Race, and with this show I got to finish the job. So.
So you've gotten around the world.
Yeah.
That's good. What? I'm trying to think. Who was Cowboys your season?
Mm-hmm.
They're going on the All Stars. What's it called? The Last Chance.
I heard.
Did
No,
you
I
see-
don't.
You haven't seen that?
No, it's because you know. We did a little chat, and people told us that the
Yeah.
Cowboys were on All Stars. So there's not a better team from our season to be on All Stars than them, because they were our friends on the show, you know, and they're really nice, down to earth guys, just great guys. I haven't even talked to them since, but I think they deserve another chance because they took second, and
Right.
if there's a team from our season to go on, you know, for sure the Cowboys. even though I would like to go back, but we're no All-Stars.
Come on, America, vote him back.
No, we don't deserve to be back on there. But yeah, the Cowboys, I hope they win it, man. I hope they win it this time.
Do you keep in contact with anyone from Amazing Race?
Steve, I do. You know, the Indians coach, Steve and Allie,
Yeah.
the daughter. I talk to Steve, so he keeps in touch. He kind of keeps in touch with everybody. So I haven't talked to him since I've been back. I did get a message from him. Not even make me feel like an idiot. I did get a message from him having him call him back, and I forgot to call him back. So I got to call him.
I'll remind you later.
All right, we'll call him later. But yeah, I keep in contact with him. Mike and Lou are kind of out there if you want to talk to them, you know, on Facebook. I think we would bounce back and forth a couple of times. And Monique, I talked to a couple of times, and Sean, I don't know if you know them, the moms.
Yep.
I talked to them a couple of times, and a lot of them wished me well just on my journey, my new journey. You know,
That's
like
cool.
the grandmother and granddaughter.
I like them.
Yeah, they wrote me a message. The grandmother did. I don't know if the grandmother.
How
but I
about-
know people reached out for Amazing Race. You know,
That's
so
good. The lesbians.
I know they didn't wish me well.
No,
No, they
Who
broke
did they-
up. They broke up. Yeah, I
did?
think right after the show they broke up. So
what was their deal?
she
I know
might
they
have-
did
I don't
like
know. I know a lot of people. Who else?
Katie and her.
Katie. Well, Jordan just did something with Katie, so she
Right.
talked to Katie. But I guess Katie's out unless Katie and Brent. They were.
They split up.
Yeah, I talked to Brent like right after the show for a little bit. They split up right away too. But everyone, you know, besides
Says a lot
them
about
two,
you guys. I mean,
yeah.
that's a difficult journey, and you guys are still together. So
It definitely,
Says a lot.
definitely was for the best, that show, because you know, instead of, I'm not bitter at Jordan or anything
Right.
for losing. I'm bitter at myself, and just having the opportunity and knowing that if, you know, like it was for both of us, like having the opportunity to win $1 million and being on that show is such a great experience, and taking it for granted, like, oh, we'll just do it, whatever. Let's not do our homework or research it.
Yeah.
It's just a stupid move, you know. It's like, hey, look at me, I'm Joe Cool. I'm on 2 shows now. Really? You're Joe Broke now because you didn't pay attention to any show.
So why didn't you prepare? How long?
Oh, it was
You had
pretty
like a
quick,
month
and
before.
I did watch the season that was airing with the Globetrotters.
Oh,
So I
okay.
did watch
They're
that.
going on the All Stars too.
Well, yeah, they're entertaining too.
Yeah.
So I did watch them, like that season. So I knew
Okay.
what was going on. I got the gist of it. It's just you can't prepare yourself for that because you don't know. I didn't know we were gonna like go at each other the way
Right.
we did. So that was unforeseen, you know.
Well,
in my
even
pre-
like the language barriers, you have no idea where you're going. You can start studying different languages, but you might not necessarily go to those countries.
Yeah, it was not good. I'm still not over it.
It's okay. At least you're over Big Brother.
Yeah, Big Brother was over. That was right
And you
away.
did well on Around the World. That's a huge accomplishment. So
Yeah, so I mean, all in all, I've gotten more than I've ever thought I'd get out of any of these, you know, reality shows. So
Right.
I'm definitely blessed there. So I have nothing to complain about Big Brother, Amazing Race, or anything like that. So I
think
have
it
no
was
room to complain.
about a year ago, we sat outside here, and you're like, Chelsea, what happens now? What do I do?
Yeah, I
you're-
was like, I'm going back to work, you know?
Yeah.
And even in the house, because I never saw the show, I didn't know what After Dark was. I didn't know what these things were. And people are like, you know, we're going to sign autographs when we got here. I'm like, no, you're not. Who's going to want your autograph? You know, I'm like, we're going back to work. So I was blown away after the whole thing. And it's died down now, though. You know, like there's no, I mean, some people do remember you from Big Brother, but those are like the diehards. So
Yeah.
it's over. Like my time is past on those shows. And I mean, I lived my dream with this last show that I just did. So hopefully I can keep the ball rolling and do what I want to do and just see where it goes from here. Just stay positive.
No, you're very positive. And like I said earlier, you've got a great head on your shoulders. So good things will happen for you.
Thanks, Chelsea.
No problem. Where's
that's a
our
wrap.
coffee?